Breaking news, June 18, 2026, NorthFlow Finance AI just flagged 5 explosive TSX stocks. Let's dive in and uncover the potential winners. We're kicking off our top 5 TSX stock picks with a company that's just flashed a very promising signal, Quantum Emotion, trading under the symbol QNC.V. This stock has triggered a moving average golden cross with a volume surge, which is definitely worth taking a closer look at. The golden cross signal is a bullish technical indicator that occurs when the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average, and in this case, it's happening at a price of $4.51. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is sitting at 50.0, which is right in neutral territory, suggesting that momentum is balanced and not yet overbought or oversold. The volume change is what really catches our eye, with a surge of 240.4%, indicating a significant increase in investor conviction. This surge in volume tells us that investors are starting to take notice of this stock, and it could be a sign of things to come. This kind of unusual volume activity often signals institutional interest, as larger players start to take positions in the stock. It's definitely not something we see every day, and it's worth paying attention to. Quantum Emotion's recent acquisition of 2 cybersecurity companies is a major move, making them a full-stack cybersecurity provider, which could be a major catalyst for growth. This deal has the potential to significantly expand their offerings and increase their competitiveness in the market. Viewers should watch for a potential breakout above the current price level, and also keep an eye on the volume to see if it can maintain this level of interest. A key level to watch will be the stock's ability to hold above $4.50. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at Hemlo Mining, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol HMMC.V, which has just triggered a very interesting signal, the moving average golden cross, accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a great opportunity for us to dive in and see what's driving this momentum. The golden cross signal is a strong bullish indicator, and with the current price sitting at $6.55, we're seeing a very promising setup. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is at 53.1, which puts it firmly in neutral territory, suggesting that there's still plenty of room for upside momentum to build. The volume surge of 69.4% is also very telling, as it indicates a significant increase in investor conviction and participation. This surge in volume is a great sign that investors are taking notice of Hemlo Mining's potential. This kind of unusual volume activity often signals that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look, which can be a powerful catalyst for further price appreciation. The fact that we're seeing such a large increase in volume suggests that there's a lot of interest in this stock right now. Hemlo Mining's recent decision to move its corporate base to Ontario and list on the TSX is a major development that could be driving some of this interest. This move is likely to increase the company's visibility and accessibility to investors, which could be a major boon for the stock. As we move forward, viewers should be watching for a potential break above the current price level, and also keeping an eye on the RSI to see if it starts to move into overbought territory. A key level to watch will be the stock's ability to hold its gains and continue to build momentum. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at BBUC.TO, a stock that's caught our attention with a golden cross signal, coupled with a significant volume surge. This is a compelling combination that suggests a potential shift in momentum. As we dive deeper, we'll explore what this means for investors. The golden cross signal is a bullish indicator, where the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average, and in this case, it's accompanied by a notable increase in volume. The current price of $46.76, along with an RSI of 58.2, indicates that the stock is in neutral territory, neither overbought nor oversold. This suggests that there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 59% is a significant indicator of investor conviction, as it shows that investors are increasingly taking notice of this stock. This volume change is unusual and could signal that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at BBUC.TO. The fact that volume is surging in tandem with the golden cross signal suggests a high level of interest in the stock. Brookfield's recent announcement about launching another renewable energy company is likely to have contributed to the increased interest in BBUC.TO. This move is expected to have a positive impact on the company's growth prospects, and investors are taking notice. Viewers should watch for the stock to continue its upward trend, and key levels to watch include the short-term moving average. A breakout above this level could confirm the bullish trend, so it's essential to keep an eye on this stock's movement. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at IFOS.V, a stock that's caught our attention with a very interesting signal, the MA Golden Cross with a volume surge. This signal is particularly noteworthy as it suggests a potential shift in the stock's trend. The MA Golden Cross is a strong indicator of a bullish trend, and when combined with a volume surge, it's a compelling sign that investors are taking notice. The current price of $2.58 is certainly worth keeping an eye on, especially with the RSI at 41.8, which puts it squarely in neutral territory. This suggests that the stock has room to run without being overbought, and the volume surge of 30.9% tells us that investors are becoming increasingly convinced about the stock's potential. The fact that the RSI is not in overbought territory yet implies that there's still momentum to be built. This volume change is certainly unusual and might signal that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at IFOS.V. A surge in volume like this can be a sign that big players are starting to move into the stock. Recent developments, such as the amendment to a key contract with a major player in the industry, are likely contributing to the renewed interest in IFOS.V. This change could have significant implications for the company's operations and bottom line, and investors are taking notice. Viewers should watch for continued momentum and a potential break above key resistance levels. A sustained move above these levels could be a sign that the bullish trend is here to stay. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're looking at our fifth and final stock for today, EFR.TO, which has just triggered a very interesting MACD bullish crossover with a volume surge. This signal is particularly noteworthy, as it suggests a potential shift in momentum for the stock. The current price of $23.42 is definitely one to watch. The MACD bullish crossover indicates that the stock's short-term momentum is now outpacing its long-term momentum, which is a bullish sign. With an RSI of 45.1, we're in neutral territory, which suggests that there's still room for the stock to run without being overbought. The volume surge of 117.1% is also very telling, as it indicates a significant increase in investor conviction. This surge in volume tells us that investors are becoming more enthusiastic about the stock, and it's not just a few individuals driving the price action. The fact that the RSI is in neutral territory also suggests that the momentum is not too extreme, and we might see further upside. This volume change is unusual activity, and it might signal that institutional investors are starting to take notice of the stock. A surge of this magnitude can be a sign of a larger trend emerging. Recent news of a major uranium deal has sent shockwaves through the industry, with several nuclear stocks seeing significant gains. This development could have a positive impact on EFR.TO, and we'll be keeping a close eye on how the stock reacts to this news. Viewers should watch for a potential break above $25, which could be a key level for the stock. A sustained move above this level could signal further upside, so it's definitely one to keep an eye on. That wraps up our final pick for today. Don't forget to subscribe for daily TSX signals. Thanks for watching NorthFlow Finance. Subscribe for more, and remember, this is not financial advice. Consult a professional before making investment decisions.